Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Saturday night review where it was Resolute Germ's pick of Enemy Mine. Welcome, Germ. How you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
I got my copyright claim disputed in. Did a couple shorts today. I don't know if you've seen the one that I did that about 45 minutes ago.
Was that the lasagna thing one?
No, this one was if Ghost Art Real explain this.
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
I thought it was humorous.
I thought he was gonna walk into a door.
To be honest, I was half expecting it to. We practiced twice, and he seemed like he had it down. That might have been pretty funny.
Yeah.
That. So. Alright. So, welcome in our chat here. We have Mikey Seuss Forrest, and he says during a war between humans and the reptilian Drock race, spaceship pilot Willis Davidge ends up stranded on alien world along with the enemy fighter Jerobob Shigan. So he goes, this film didn't initially recoup losses at the box loss, but over time it became a worldwide cult classic. Yeah, I don't know how it did in the box office. I never bothered looking that up. I don't know if you happen to do know that info or not.
It did quite poorly. Not an outright bomb, but not enough to be worth it.
Oh, okay.
Thank God the VHS came along.
I gotcha. You want to take a point on this tonight?
No, go ahead.
Alrighty. Hope I don't want to play it. So we start out with the narration that in the I can't remember if you said early or late 24th century.
I believe you said 21st century.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it's late or early. Oh, by late in the 21st century. So sometime this decade, we are going to actually get world peace.
In 2099.
Oh, is that when this takes place?
In the late 21st century, so anytime between now and 2099.
Well, this is still early.
We got 76 years to figure it out.
Or Nika. So finally, the whole world's at peace. So we start expanding out into the depths of space there, and we run into the species called the Drocks. And apparently they are taking all
bitches.
Yeah, well, apparently they're taking all the good planets. You know, because we can't coexist with the aliens, you know.
Well, why would you want to?
Yeah.
They would.
Who would you blame on the war? Who would you blame the war on? The Drocks or the humans?
Well, it's an inevitable war that essentially has to happen. They can't coexist. They can't do business. So there has to be conflict. Oh. Sort of the same problem we have with those guys that have all our oil.
Oh yeah, so they're all we got all the humans out in space on this big space station here, and so they start launching. There's I like their alarm system. Oh, it's not actually playing. It's not annoying, but yet it gets your point across the noise.
Yeah.
Because I listened to like one of the old German it's Austrian World War II air raid sirens. Man, that thing is annoying.
Well, most Austrian stuff do tend to end up being annoying.
All right, hold the fort down here for a second.
Yeah, I like the shape of their starfighters too. Reminds me of classic '80s console games like uh, Asteroid or Galaga. I imagine that's what they would look like if they got the full treatment. They actually do look like some of the 2000s versions of Galaga. They had one, I believe, for the PS2. Nice tri-fighter type design. Somewhat close to this.
What's a tri-fighter design?
I was comparing their fighter craft to Galaga.
Okay. So yeah, they're fighting, and this guy is kind of like a little bit of an arrogant son of a bitch. They're this Willis guy.
Yeah. Hey, Pop.
Hey, Pop, how's it going? No, that's kind of. I thought apparently they keep calling the one gal a white balloon, but like, why would she be in the military if she was that big?
What?
They called that one gal that the one guy's dating the white balloon.
Well, she
Well,
might not be in the military. She might be a civilian worker.
on the space station.
Yeah.
Okay, because that was his dying promise was that they'd stop calling her the white balloon.
Well, she's a big girl. You're gonna have to take it.
So yeah, he's chasing him down, fire, fire, fire. Then that one gal gets herself that one gal gets herself blown out of the sky here. So he's chasing after her. He keeps missing. Then they go down into the atmosphere of Pyrus 4.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. So yeah, then what happens is the one pilot ends up ejecting, and this guy hits his plane and ends up crashing. So and he got himself freaking bloodied up. I'll tell you what.
Well, no more white balloon for him.
Yeah. Well, at least he'll get his benefit.
Pops haven't heard from PvP in a few days.
No, he just messaged me. I asked him he's going to be joining us for Enemy Mine, and he hadn't had a time to watch it. So, he just messaged me. But he'll be on for tomorrow. Yeah, a busy work week with Monday being off.
Ah.
All right. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm fine. Well, when you see Murchison, just don't call her the white balloon anymore. It hurts her feelings.
Okay, Joey.
And don't let the guys call her that. I like her.
Yeah,
it'll be okay. The guys won't be calling her anything. The guys all got blown up just like you.
So anyhow, that's his dying promise, is that they're not going to call her the white balloon anymore. So, apologize. So then he buries them with their helmet. Good thing that they can breathe the damn atmosphere, no problem.
Yeah,
Like,
that's very lucky.
To me, that seemed like that'd be like, what are the chances that you'd have an atmosphere that not only that both species can breathe? Okay. So anyhow, both species can breathe and stuff.
That's why they're interested in the same planets. Lance Kerwin. Yeah. Oh, he just died this last year. That was Joey.
Oh, that Joey. The guy that he just buried. Now he's actually officially dead. Oh yeah. So he's going to hunt down that damn Drock. He's hoping it's still alive so that he's the one that kills it.
Isn't he the one who shot the fighter down in the first place?
He nicked it, and the pilot went into the atmosphere. Then the pilot ejected, and he collided with the other fighter, which caused his fighter to go down.
Okay. Either way, he's already took the fighter down, and if the pilot's already dead, he's the one who did it.
No, but he wants to make it suffer. Because of this pilot, 2 of his friends are dead.
Yeah. Well, just languishing there in an escape pod would be pretty bad suffering.
So, yeah, he's hunting them down, going through this stuff. And then we get some foreshadowing here with all these shells laying around this pit. I don't know if you can call it a pit.
It's similar to a Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, then this was pretty cool. I think they stole this from Dune. Oh, then he just sucks it right back down in there. You think those things would learn not to hang around that thing? They must be some pretty stupid animals.
Yeah. Well, there's no survivors to say this area is dangerous.
Yeah. That shoots the shell right out. Man, that's some cool special effects, you know. This is supposed to be, those shells and all that, supposed to be foreshadowing for later in the movie.
A little bit.
But it's like they stole that from either Dune or Star Wars. No, wait, Star Wars. This never mind. That Star Wars movie came out a lot later. Never mind.
What?
But yeah, it's thinking of those creatures in the one pit in the Clone Wars. But that came out in 2000s.
Okay, it's similar to the Sarlacc.
The Sarlacc was
Return of the Jedi. That thing Jabba was trying to throw everyone into at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, gotcha. So I was thinking Star Wars. Correctly then.
Yeah, that was about 5 years before this.
Yeah. And welcome PvP says, Pleasantville Picker says, I'm here, Pop. Just spoke with you on Twitter. Rumors of my death have been exaggerated. No, that's no. That's a Picard quote. Almost. Maybe because Picard was on his deathbed too. There, that he told people that the rumors of my near-death experience was been exaggerated.
Sometimes I want to slap you.
Why?
That is a Mark Twain quote.
Yeah, well, it's
Or
also a Picard
paraphrase.
quote. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yes,
they ripped off freaking Mark Twain.
well, they had Mark Twain actually in the show. They brought him to the future in Time Zero. So he has this little excuse me pistol in his hand that he's going to go shoot the Drock with. So he goes, he's investigating around, and then he sees the thing swimming. I just like the slow motion just getting out of the thing, and we're just getting slowly exposed to showing what this thing looks like.
Yeah, it helps.
I thought,
The suit wasn't probably in that great a condition, so you want to have a little bit of slow movement when you have that full body suit.
well, if it wasn't waterproof, he's waterlocked in that suit.
That as well.
LOL, slap you. Apparently CVP's gonna slap me too. All right.
We'll be right back after this short interruption for Child.
Opening candy there. I'm back. She wanted a piece of this marshmallow snowman thing. So yeah, he's lighting fire, and he's going to go in for a shot, but oh yeah, it was more than 10 seconds. He goes to reposition himself there
That's
to get a
awful bad positioning.
yeah. Because this dumbass here, what he does is the worst freaking rock he could put his and you had the initial jump scare there, and we get our close-up look of Toad Man.
Have a good night, PvP.
Or what did you do? Call him Toad Face?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Have a good night there, PvP. So that initially scares the shit out of him. There, he goes and grabs his gun, and he's just hiding out there. This is back by the fire, then all of a sudden it goes to dark. So apparently he's been staying in the same position there for a while. So he grabs he grabs his buck knife there, and I don't know what this guy did to his ship there, but he left his gun sticking out there, and it just starts pouring rain. And so he goes back swimming. He runs down there. Then he starts. I don't know what the heck he poured into the water. It's some kind of fuel. That maybe the ship's fuel container.
Yeah,
There.
might have been.
Yeah, but yeah. Ah! Yeah, so it's just some kind of fuel. Then he uses this flare. Yeah, he burn you motherfucker! Burn! So yeah. Then he goes and this happens. He gets electrocuted on the thing.
Yeah, gotta be careful about those security devices.
Yeah, so then this asshole comes back up and he just kicks him out of the way. Just gives him. Oh, I guess he did. But man, I wish I could roll my R's, but this guy rolling his R's worse than the damn Hispanics do.
Yeah, that sort of unique skill.
Yeah, so then he comes up. Are my captions on? Yeah, I think they are. Wait, didn't we already go through this part?
Yeah, you went back about 5 minutes.
Oh, shoot. That's one thing I hate about this spot here. So he's saying how he's hungry. He wants some food. So he goes and gets something, and it looks like some kind of gross worm.
Ooh.
Yeah, that looks like. Would you eat that?
No, I don't want intestinal parasites.
Yeah. Because that's one thing about. It's not like they're both mammals, or both reptilians. They're two different types of species on the evolutionary scale, so they're obviously not going to eat the same type of food.
Right.
But he is forced to. Then all of a sudden they get bombarded by meteorites. And that's one thing with this, they keep getting hit by meteorites, but all their craters are way smaller than what they should be. For the meteorites that are hitting, that they're scared of, the craters should be a lot bigger. I mean, it's a cool effect and all, but
Yeah.
the craters should be bigger. So
No, you can whitewash that by saying the gravity's lower.
Okay. Fair enough. And it's harder rock than the Earth.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, gravity, geology, makeup of the meteorite. Easy to whitewash something like that.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Then he goes and grabs that, and he's walking away, going to check out these little green balls that he had on the ship there. It's like, I guess he's hungry. Then all of a sudden he comes around and beats him, and barely he owes him because he could have easily just slit that the Drock's throat and taken all of his stuff.
Yeah, several times.
Yeah.
Took 3 hours to apply the makeup to Lou Gossett Jr. to transform him into Jerry. That's a pretty good time frame for all that.
Yeah, the same amount of time Armin Shimmerman needed. Him and Odo both took 3 hours there. Then, because Armin Shimmer mentioned that in the thing, because he always got mad at a couple of them were in and out of the makeup chairs in 5 minutes there, like O'Brien was.
Yeah, Michael Dorn complained about that too.
Maybe it was.
Would come in and just quick powder while he's sitting there for hours on end.
Yeah, maybe it was Michael Dorn's interview that I was listening to then. Who knows? Maybe both of them could have been complaining, but yeah, they'd be in the makeup chair for hours, and then everybody else pop, you're done. So they did a really good job on the makeup for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is where we learned Xerxes means meteoroid in Drak. So they say if they stay there, they're gonna die. They need to find some cover in the trees, which you think that would create even more hazards hiding out in the trees there, because then you got to worry about the branches and the splinters and everything else raining down on you. Instead of just
probably a little bit less. Probably a little bit less meteor fall over in that area.
Okay.
Since it's had time to establish some old growth like that, compared to the desolate area they're in, it's a reasonable assumption.
I just figured they were in the desert area. Because if we didn't have our deserts, we'd all be dead.
Yeah, but not right next to the huge forest like that.
Yeah. So they go in here and yeah, so they're sitting there and so he's got, and so this is where we start to build the shelter there. And he's doing all the building while the Drak just sits there and watches. And I knew exactly what was going to happen. As soon as I seen this, I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, then here, go figure. The Drak's picking up some words too.
Of course, the Drak was picking up a few words of English, too.
Shit.
Shit. What do you mean, shit?
No, solid.
Solid, I'll show you. Huh? Not solid.
Yeah. I better pause it.
Give it a second.
Yeah, because we got to pause it but yeah, he didn't even kick it that hard either.
Well, yeah.
And the Drak is laughing at him. But go figure, the first English word we get out of the Drak is shit.
I imagine really it's the one he heard the most during construction.
Yeah. But he used it in the right context, too. Is the thing. So now they're starting to teach each other. He's starting to teach him English and stuff. And they just sat there and insulted each other. Yeah, they sat there and insulted each other, but it's kind of like the true guy relationship. You're not insulting each other. Are you really true friends? Yeah, and Mike says, well, Robin Williams in his film Mr. Doubtfire had almost the same time and a little more to transfer into his female counterpart too. No, all they did was put a wig, put some balloons in the dress, and then a little bit of lipstick on. It wouldn't take that long to transfer it into Mrs. Doubtfire. So I don't think it took nearly 3 hours.
I would hope not, but
45 minutes.
Makeup people, yeah, they have that mask, but they have to blend the mask in with the hair and the rest of his face.
Oh. Cause I was gonna say 45 minutes at the most, I would think. All right, so they're just sitting there talking. Oh, this is when he makes the Mickey Mouse comment there, and apparently because they have apparently our two cultures are very similar, but their worship thing that they worship was what I can't remember the name of it, but it speaks the same words as apparently Mickey Mouse did. So apparently this guy was a big Mickey Mouse fan.
Well, yeah. At the time, Mickey was worthy of respect. I mean, Walt was gone, and they were leaning into that goody two-shoe image.
Yeah, so we got him carrying all the crap while the other one doesn't do jack shit. And we get to actually close up of those turtles. Now, yeah, so he's making a bow and arrow so they can go hunting tomorrow. And they're blaming each other for the war, but I don't know who to blame for the war.
They're both equally responsible.
Yeah, because both cultures are about the same. So
yeah, well, there's resources out there to be had. They both want it. They can't come to an equitable deal, so you're gonna have to spill some blood. I'd compare it greatly to the relationship we have with everyone in the Middle East. They have something we want.
Like you.
They won't deal, so kaboom.
Well, the only reason we ended up in Iraq and Libya is because they wanted to get off the petrodollar.
Can't have that.
So, no, they wanted to trade in their own currencies. So yeah, he goes out hunting and he falls in the pit there. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I know. She's horny, I know. Alright, so he falls in this pit here. Oh, it froze on me. And we got this thing creeping up. We get that slow motion thing.
Yeah.
At first he thinks it's a snake pit. Then we get the thing that feeling from War of the Worlds. It just pokes its head out, and it's slowly looking for him. I don't know if it senses movement or how that thing works. Because he kept moving, but it had a hard time finding him.
It probably heard the movement initially, yeah. That's usually how things like that work. But since it doesn't have an exact pinpoint, it's just probably has a few extra senses on the end of that. So it's just feeling its way around.
Yeah, so he's trying to crawl up. Then he's just shouting for help.
Get out of here!
And it wraps it around. And I'm surprised this thing didn't rip his leg off. This guy has one hell of a grip there holding on as it's pulling him down. He's just holding on to his dear life. Jerry's running. And he got him. That's when we learn that it's a blue-blooded creature. Now, I know red blood's high in iron, green blood's high in copper. What would the blue blood be high in?
Not sure offhand. Not something I ever really looked into.
Yeah, because we learned in Star Trek, our blood's red because of the iron, and Spock's blood is green because of the copper. That'd be a great question. Man, maybe I'll ask Jill about that later.
Yeah. All you really have to do is find out what oxidizes blue.
Yeah. Then Mikey says cuss words between aliens and humans will be the norm when they eventually invade Earth someday. LOL. They made was it Facebook's AI or there was some AI that they launched, and what you could do was you could sit there and talk to it so that and the thing learned there. They had to shut it down after a month and a half because all it was doing was swearing and making racial comments. You remember that AI project, Germ?
Yeah, I heard of that one.
Yeah. Then Facebook and some other company, they had some AIs, and they had each AI communicate and sit there and talk to each other. Eventually, the AIs created their own language that nobody could understand what the hell they were saying, so they had to shut that down.
Apparently, cobalt is what turns blue when oxidized.
So it's put high in cobalt. Okay. And welcome, Masters Gundam Vlogzer.
Hey, Gundam.
Welcome. Yeah. So he's shooting up. Then he's thanking him. Oh, we need. Here we go. We get the creature here. Oh, dude. Oh, shoot. I missed it by a split second. Oh, ain't that one beautiful monster? That's one. And they really only had to make the head for that thing.
Yeah. They did a good job on what they had.
Yeah, it's not like they had to create an entire new model just for this thing here. They just made the head for it, which is the most important part.
Hello, DVB.
Hey, DVB, how you doing? Hey, Gorilla, this is the first time I've ever heard of this movie, Enemy Mine. Well, thank you, thank Germ, because I'd never even heard of it before.
Yeah, it's a little before his time and probably a little before your time as well. It's from 85.
Yeah. They say hi to Mikey. If you haven't had a chance, you gotta watch this movie. So he's shooting it. And they're saying that I'm such a pain in the ass like baby. Because I need another face to look at, even if it's a hungry human there. And then he goes, well, that monster, that was even uglier. This movie has some good humor in it.
Yeah, great back and forth.
Yeah.
Yo,
So you still think humans are ugly, huh?
compared to a drac. Very ugly.
Yeah.
But that thing out there was even more ugly than you.
Yeah, so. So then they found the shells, So that's when he decides to make a shelter out of the shells. Now, to protect themselves from the meteorites. So. Yeah, so he sits there collecting them. Now, here's the problem with this theory. Yeah, those things might be protective against the meteorites, or they might be hard enough to protect from meteorites, but they're only strong enough as to what's supporting them up. It won't matter if that wood collapses on them.
That's why they got the nice dome shape. The multiple arches are a lot stronger than the piece of crap he had earlier.
Yeah. So he learned his lesson. So yeah. So this is when he's gonna learn about Shizmar. So he gives him that necklace there, and I think he's already gonna learn about Mickey Mouse and stuff. But yeah. So now he becomes the master, and this is gonna be the human. And that's one tiny little book to read. That would hurt my eyes trying to read that thing. What was it that they were making in here?
Yeah. Melted Copper. This is just a review. We're not doing a watch party.
Yeah, we're just reviewing it. Oh, then I was saying hi to MSP, and DVB says, "Well, it looks pretty cool so far." And he goes, "Hello, DVB. It's a late night cult classic film. Saw a lot of it on HBO every year after its box office run." And DVB says, "Cool. Thanks for letting him know." Yeah. So what was it that they were brewing up in this kettle? I can't remember. It was some kind of liquid.
I think it was something to smoke or some type of tobacco equivalent.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah. And he keeps having this dream.
Yeah.
Wait,
thanks for choosing us over Excalibur, Copper.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just reviewing it here. And DVB says, watch parties always sound like a good idea at the time, but they don't translate well to a live stream most of the time. Yeah, I know. That's why we changed Saturday night. After we got done watching Babylon 5, we decided to go for reviews as it's something rewatchable versus trying to catch it live, because if you have to go look source out your own copy, then why bother with the watch party, you know? Then Melts Copper said, Red Letter Media even spoke out about this tale of two dudes and making a baby. So yeah, he's learning. He has to translate it, and this is best.
The Lubo.
Translate.
If one receives evil from another, let one not do evil in return. Rather, let him extend love to the enemy, that love might unite them. I've heard all this before.
Yeah, so that sounds like that's something that came straight out of the Bible, like it's a Bible thing, you know. So
It is.
when I hear, yeah, so where I was thinking this is like maybe both species have like the same God.
Well, all gods are God. It's just different ways of being presented to the way that the locals will be more accepting of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a good lesson there with and you know that's one of those well, if each species actually followed that rule, that then they wouldn't have had that war. The war wouldn't have broke out. Which I wonder how long the damn war will last anyhow. Yeah, they say the Drox express the truth. Oh yeah, that's where we get the meteorites. So they're running, and T saves him, but apparently they're expecting that shelter to hold up against the rocks there.
Well,
Which
it
I'm
does a
surprised.
little bit.
I'm actually surprised on that it held up because it got hit a few times.
As I said,
And like
archers are strong.
he goes, "Oh, sure thing, DVP. You're welcome," says Mikey. He goes, "Oh, those guys are cool." Oh yeah, Red Letter Media. And Melted Copper says Zeus, Odin, Javala, Jehovah biblically is explained the Tower of Babel. Howdy, and he says Babbler. Yeah. So, yeah, they're saying that the human. So this is how the war broke out. I'm guessing this solar system here. The humans claim they annexed it legally. The Drox claim that they invaded it. Now,
Both are
you,
right because there's no real way to legally claim it when it's just the two of you.
oh yeah, because they don't mention any other species. Species that do they?
No,
Well, there has to be more species of the Drock and the humans out there.
unless the Drak and the humans already took them out.
Well, this is the first war for the humans because we just got peace on Earth. So therefore, it'd be the Drox taking them out. So they'd be almost like the krill of the solar of our galaxy.
Yeah, could have been so far in their past too. They forgot about it.
Yeah. So yeah, they're fighting about him getting fat and everything. And surprisingly, that shelter well, we gotta be getting close to that dream sequence.
Yeah, the shelter
Oh,
held
it
up
froze.
amazingly.
Yeah. Melted Copper says Jehovah is how it's pronounced. Jehovah. Ben Ye Wei is another title, but like Zeus and Odin, they are the same character. Yes, they are ancient tribes. And Melted Copper says the last crew hate Jehovah as spelled with an I. And Mikey's agreeing with him. And Copper says, hey, Mikey, whose internet never works? Hi. Oh, come on. That's a little rude there, Copper. Be nice. Be nice there. That's kind of
Yeah.
rude.
It's not his fault. It's Canada's fault.
Well, it's just that area. Yeah, so apparently they're gonna. Well, so what happened is he keeps getting this recurring dream that they're gonna get rescued, or there's some ship out there, so he's gonna go look for it. And he even says he'll send back help if he finds it.
Hey, Cam.
Hey, C4, how's it going? Yeah, we both know, but so yeah, he goes out. He's going out there, there to look for that ship that's supposedly coming. So he's going across the desert. Then he notices the fire in the distance, so he's going down to investigate. When what did he find? What does he find? Oh. Yeah, right there. And apparently Pepsi's still popular in the future. Hey, keep it down over there.
Hey, Pepsi paid a lot of money to get that can in the movie.
Yeah, so he's doing, hello, hello. Then he finds the core samples, and he's like, and he realizes, oh, fuck. He knows exactly who it is, and he's like, fuck. For a second, I thought maybe, I didn't quite catch that it was going to be what it is, I thought it was the Drock, and it was, and I was like, oh, fuck, did they put Pepsi on their planet too, as a thing? Oh, here.
Yeah, thankfully Pepsi never made it to the Dracom world.
Yeah.
They're safe from that scourge.
So yeah, he realizes the scavenger ship. And in all fair, yeah, it's a bunch of pirates there that apparently enslaved Drocks. You a gummy bear, huh? So, but in all reality, in this weather here, the Jerry should be dead.
I don't know. He probably is a little bit hardier than your average iguana.
Yeah, but even that frigid temperatures like that because he should be warm-blooded. So yeah, this is where we learn that he's gonna be that he somehow got knocked up, but
Yeah.
Can you imagine how they
just reproduces asexually?
Yeah, can you imagine how they would have written this in nowadays where they would have made they will have made them lovers, Oh no! Oh, yeah. I don't want to. I want to say for the kids here. I got both kids.
Yeah, they would have made it a little bit more romantic.
Made it more San Francisco and
yeah.
And
tried to pull the whole men can have babies too.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Well, they'll just make a sticker right up the old pooper.
Yeah. So Jerry is not male nor female. Jerry is an asexual species that reproduces on their own.
Yeah.
Which there's a fair amount of lizards who do the same thing on this planet.
Yeah. And Mikey says, Pepsi in space! Hello, and I sing Grease to Mikey. He goes, it's still odd how he was able to have a baby. Well, I guarantee if they were written it nowadays, they would have made it a gay couple. Oh, he'd be trans, and the other guy there be just sticking it right up the old, So yeah, they're all excited that they're gonna have a baby. No, we're not having our baby. I'm done having kids.
Yeah, don't give Gorilla a heart attack like that.
Yeah. Yeah, she thought I was talking about me having another kid. I was like, no, 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 no. So yeah, they're gonna name it Samus because it's tradition. That apparently that their family only uses 6 names. So
That comes in handy later.
they're sleeping. Yeah, I know. Yeah. They're sleeping, and then all of a sudden, this thing pokes up out of the thing. He's coming back for revenge. That thing that was in the pit is coming back for revenge. Apparently, it can move underground without being detected. Apparently, it doesn't just stick to that pit.
Well, he got hurt in that last pit, so he had to go find another place to live.
Or he wants revenge, but he can't go out on the surface. Especially since it's winter. Oh. So they're running.
Probably hibernated.
And so he's having them repeat the names. Yeah, I'm not going to have a repeat. They have to recite all the names in front of the Holy Council and stuff like that. Which that would be interesting. In order for your name to be honored, you have to go in front of a huge council. You have to recite all your ancestors back, how many centuries and all that. That'd be almost an impossible task.
Yeah. Sort of like when Fry had to repeat the name of all those emperors perfectly so he could become the next emperor.
Yeah.
And all he had to do was drink a bottle of water for that.
Well, that's because each emperor gets assassinated every weekend there. Which that didn't make much sense either, but oh well. But because water never really goes away. All it does is takes
Oh, it does. Water will go away. It just goes away in the restroom.
No, it just goes down the drain. Drain there, goes out into the oceans or all that, where that it evaporates, goes back up, turns into rain, then falls back down.
Well, yeah, that's how most things work.
Yeah. Now, is it all going to be in the? Now, is it all going to be in the same form as when it left? No, probably not.
Yeah.
But water
Jerry
never.
would not. Yeah, Jerry would not cross-fertilize with any human, male or female. Apparently, because of his asexual behavior / instinct. Well, biologically, it's just not an option for him.
Yeah, so they're hanging out in the new home, the cave there. And I loved that joke from when I was working in their Willis there said he was gonna serve some crappy food. And I can't remember what Jerry's job was gonna be though. It was funny though. Oh yeah, then we'll learn about his heritage and stuff. But he can only go back to his parents. He can't remember what his grandparents did. I know as far back as my grandpa and grandma, but that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Once you get past that, they sort of left the old country under not the best of circumstances.
Well, my family all depends. They're which direction to go. Cause not only do your parents split off into their parents, then those parents split off into their parents, then the whole line just gets confusing. Plus, like, my great grandparents were all dead before I even was born, so I have absolutely no idea who they were. Heck, I don't even. All I know is my great grandpa's name was John, and I'm not sure about my great grandma's name. Ugh. Oh, shoot. So, yeah. So, yeah, they're just talking about his lineage and stuff. All right. Already? Sorry about this, folks. It's not dead.
It was dead. With the movie, it was. I want
Alright.
Coke on my own.
So, yeah, so now this is when we learn that they're intersex, but we kind of figured that out. And then he learns about humans breeding. Yeah. So, yeah. So he's dying. Jerry is dying. So what Willis does is he goes and rips the baby out of the, what did you call it, pouch or wound? Would you just call it a pouch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's sort of
yeah.
more marsupial than lizard.
Yeah. And this is where we get it. He promises to take him to Dracon or Dracon there. And he swears, promises. Oh, damn it. Shoot. Froze up on me. Oh, we were already past that.
Yeah.
I got hate when I press that wrong. Oh, so yeah, we get the baby here. So he's taking care of the baby after he rips it out. Oh wait, we weren't this far, were we?
Not quite.
Not close enough. Close enough. So the baby grows up fast. We learn that they grow up a lot fast, kind of like the Mocklins did in the Orv. I wonder if this was inspired. I wonder if the Mocklins were inspired by the species. Than Orville. Because you think about it, single sex species there, they grow fast, Only the difference was that Mocklins lay eggs and this was out of a pouch. And Mikey says the one thing that this movie did emphasize was the concept of self-sacrifice being most important to Willis to keep Zamas alive. Yeah. So yeah, they're building a fire. Then they hear a sound. You hear. So he runs off. And yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's running off. And you realize it's the scavengers that have then they enslaved the Drox. So he has to protect Xanis from him. So he promises that he makes Xanis promise that they'll never go towards the setting sun, that they'll go in the opposite direction, and we all know where this is going to go because we all know how a teen listens.
Yeah, Orville did rip off a lot of stuff, but it's old enough and in a different enough way to be acceptable.
Yeah. So, yeah, so now he's teaching them football. They sit there and they play a game of football. Ugh. You know, that's kind of fun that they're playing football. Then they got to eat the whatever that thing was after they're done. You know, that's another one coincidence. At least the food was edible on the planet.
Again, probably why they
You
were
know-
both interested in it.
Let's see, food, rocks, and yeah, breathable, huh? And apparently, Zamis here said they never seen her drock, so. Ugh. So yeah. So now we go back to the cave system. Is this when Zamas disappeared? About this time mark?
You're pretty close.
Yeah, Zamas disappears and Willis there knows exactly what happens because yeah, a kid that age won't listen to you because he never did flat out tell him exactly why he couldn't go that way. He just told him he couldn't.
Well, he wouldn't understand the concept of pirates and slavers.
Yeah. So now Zametz gets to learn that there's humans enslaving other Droks, and they're and the way they're treated. And then Zametz gets caught by this asshole. I can't remember his name. And this. So then,
Let's have a look. See if his daddy's around.
he got him right in the face. Yeah. Hey, get back here, you little spoiled little brat. Get back here. And this guy gets it right in the neck. Right in the neck. Then you got him let him go. Then apparently he gets shot and just left there. Then we're back to the space station.
Well, yeah, why would they take him along?
Yeah, well, apparently they found his body, but they did not go after the scavengers.
Well, who knows how long he was sitting there? Scavenger shot him, left him for dead. A few days later, the guys who were chasing the scavengers, hey, look, there's a corpse here.
Yeah. And Mikey says, my review grade when first seen in the theaters was an A and 4.5, 4 out of 5 there. And looks like a made for TV movie. What, this movie or?
It's definitely theater quality.
Yeah.
A little on the cheap side, but definitely theater quality for 85.
Yeah. And he says, Brian James. He goes, Brian James played Stoobs and Bumper Robinson played Zamus. Okay. Well, they were definitely TV bad guys.
Yeah, you're getting to the point of the movie where studios realizing they didn't really get what they thought they were buying.
Yeah. So were they incinerating the bodies, or were they just dumping them in space?
Probably incineration, but I don't remember offhand.
Well, because we get their name, their location, like this guy was used. I'm getting his religion there, his job, then which unit he was in. So then we get the John Doe. There's no tag on him, so he's gonna open him up. Yeah, and this here I would say was disrespectful. He goes to rob that book of what's his face, Shimmers or Shamoose or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what wakes him up. And not only that, he wasn't even dead.
No one cared enough to check that closely.
Yeah, it wakes it right up. Now, but you think that a military officer would have more respect and would not be robbing the grave of someone?
He's still an Undertaker. And let's face it, that's how Undertakers make their living.
Yeah. So we got these guys that rush down there, fix them all up there. And we get his, let's see, his name, job. He's a pilot, Class A. I wonder what that's supposed to, what the different classes would be.
Probably wing commander.
Okay. Then we got the serial number. I don't know. I don't get the sub file. And then firing. That's what it was. I was close. I called it piring. It's firing for. Yeah, stuck on a damn planet for 3 damn years.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then we got all the hotshots coming in here, and they're calling.
Crazy. That's Will Davidge in there.
Yeah, they're thinking he's a traitor because he speaks Drak, and he was found on the planet. So apparently, obviously, he was a spy. Not someone who got. But you think they will went and looked for his bot, looking for him after the dogfight was over.
Well, yeah. They go looking for the ship or any emergency transponder. When they don't find any of that, you're presumed dead.
I suppose the ship did blow up too. But anyhow, they're fixing them all up. And the next time we see him, he's all shaved, clean cut, and first thing he does is he's going to go take a ship out to go down back down to the planet, and they're calling him crazy. They can't let him do it. Because they all vouched for him, saying he wasn't a traitor, and he just says if he wants to be an asshole, he can be.
Log a couple of hours.
Mr. Davidge, you have no authorization. Please deplane immediately.
No way, Charlie.
Oh, we all know what's going to happen. Yeah. They're sitting there playing chicken. Who do you think's going to win this game?
Well, one of them has plasma guns.
Yeah.
Better get the hell out of there.
I'm going through. I swear it. Now you open those doors. I'm going through. Open them up. Open the doors. Ah!
You think those doors would be a lot stronger than that? They could take a couple hits, like that. They're supposed to. Yeah, because what the shit. As well as the station becomes under attack. You think they'd take a few more hits than that. But of course, I guess it's shooting from the inside, not the outside.
Yeah.
That could make all the difference. And he just takes off. Back down the planet. And he's scoping out the place. He manages to get in. He's asking all kinds of questions. He's asking them all for Jarbi Jazanas. And apparently this is the only guy that can speak English. So
they're not going to pay all those people for speaking roles. It's best to have one of them.
yeah. Then I'm actually surprised that Drock put up with the way they treat him. Like, this guy just punched him in the face for no reason. So that then he gets punched in the face. Then he put someone's ear on the thing there. So they get knocked out. It's pretty much just one big old fight scene at the end here. So he's going through the whole what would you call it, the war processing plant, looking for Javas.
Yeah.
All while holding the Inspector Gadget look. Please tell me you know who Inspector Gadget is.
I'm surprised you do.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one I got to introduce my kid to. All right, so we find Zamet's here hiding in the floor. Or not hiding, but imprisoned? Locked up?
Floor cage.
Okay. So he goes and pries it open there. That's when we run back into this asshole, which we find out is brother. So they're basically beating on him. They're taking him away. He manages to knock them out, steals a gun, shoots them. Then it's this guy's turn. I mean, it's just one big fight. It's not like nothing to talk about. It's just one big fight. He manages to fight him off. All the others land.
Yeah, it's all the action the studio was promised squeezed into one little bit.
Into 10 minutes. So yeah, now they're fighting it out. Now we get. All right, just a sec.
Yeah, apparently the studio was under the impression this movie would be jam-packed full of action. They heard the word enemy and made some assumptions.
Yeah. All right, we're yeah.
He just got the kid back.
Yeah, he said Brian James. Just about to read my last comment. Bumpers on Instagram today. I'm 49 years old. Says Mikey. And Mikey says they let the deceased float out in space or sent them into the sun for incineration. Oh, okay. And Copper says we are finally bouncing back and forth. Is this a two-person live stream? Should I hand a like to both? Well, Germ wasn't simulcasting, I don't think.
No.
He has the option to if he wants to. Adam Sandler should play Inspector Gadget. He has a long face, works well with kids.
Yeah. That's an idea. I liked when French Stewart did the movie. He did the sequel after Broderick. sort of tanked the first one.
Yeah. And Mel Copper says it's a tangent, but Inspector Gadget in film was done all wrong. And Claw has a claw. How stupid. Supposed to be, hey, keep it down in there. We're almost done. And Mike says that they tried Matthew Broderick as a live action Inspector Gadget, melted for 2 films. It didn't quite work out, lol. So we get Topa, Janet.
It's me. Wake up.
So he's telling him wake up. There we go.
It's over.
Sammy's 8, 4, 5. Oh God, you look terrible.
Yeah, there. So we got the tear. We got the human saying ugly. So yeah. So they basically got him. All right, we're almost done, Hadley. Then we'll be done. So they take to the Zamis there, and and he recites all their ancestors' names and stuff, and then they add Willis's name to the lineup. So now Willis brought his kids back there. So
Yep.
Alrighty. I'll give it a B. I'll give it an A there. It was pretty good, you know. I mean, Darmok and Gelato still have a place in my heart, you know, because it's first, but they did do very well on this, and good friendship, and it's realistic on how. And we've heard stories about enemies from both sides coming together in a time of crisis, helping each other out. Because there's that famous story of some British pilots who got lost and were going the wrong way, and German pilot flipped his wing on the direction that they should have gone. Tilted just did a wing tilt and all that. There,
Yeah.
we've heard those stories. Or you got the famous Christmas Eve on the Western Front in World War I. You know, but yeah, they may have hated each other, but they sat there and they worked good at each other. And they're still fighting, you know, throughout the whole thing. You know, not getting along. You know, so I'll give this an A.
Yeah, I agree with Mikey's assessment. 4 out of 5, A.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like a longer version of the TNG episode. Done very well. And it just goes to the point is more when you're in a war, you don't have to hate the other person. You're just there to do a job. Your job just happens to be make sure that other guy dies horribly.
Yeah. All right. Melty Copper said, and casting Wiseman is just not right outside the NAD script. It reflects the cartoon that people who know. Then he self says, think Big Daddy as my Jack's idea to a solid Inspector Gadget film. All right, but I got to get one kid that's wanting to go to bed there. So thank you, Melty Copper, for coming. I see that Melty Copper has a bunch of stuff on his channel, so make sure to check them out. Thank you, Mikey Seuss 4 for coming. Mikey does he has his A-Team reviews coming up like every Monday, and he's gonna be doing his topic times. Thank you, Pop Culture Curator, for coming. He does his Lost in Space at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time on Mondays, horror sci-fi reviews on Tuesdays. Then on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock, there he does Gilligan's Island with me on his channel. And then Saturdays at 8 o'clock, it's his Rumblings from the Lab. Thank you, Cam's Crash Courses, for coming. Thank you, DVB, for coming. And thank you, Masters Gundam Vlogger, for coming. They do. They have a few films on their stuff on their channel, so make sure to check them out. And thank you, PvP, for coming. He has a bunch of different music playlists on his channel, so make sure to check him out. Oh, it's Tuesdays for the A-Teams for us. For the A team. Okay. Thanks for the correction, Mikey. All right, Jeremy, what do you got going on?
Full week, 3 live streams. Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, we do the sci-fi watch party. We're doing the first episode of Andromeda. Thursday, open panel. Then next Saturday, we have the Saturday morning cartoons. New poll will be up tomorrow.
All right, cool. As
Plus
for me,
all the shorts and intros and other random stuff that I might put out.
yeah. All right, so as for me, tomorrow we are watching Mad Max, the first one, the original. There. Then Wednesday we're ending season 3 of Justified with the watch party there. So we're on our last 2 episodes of season 3 for Justified. Friday we are reviewing the Waltons episode, The Fulfillment, and I think I found next week's movie. And if anybody has any movie suggestions they want us to read or to review, they should comment on one of the live streams there. I'll see it. Well, does this look like it'd be a good one? It has David Warner in it.
The Lost World. Return to the Lost World.
Wait, what's... Yeah, that sounds like it'd be something interesting.
Yeah.
And I might ask Bert if he wants to join us because he's a big David Warner fan. So yeah, that's our next tentative plan for next week there. Then, yeah, he says, this can't be the ending. What am I to talk about? Excalibur now? There's going to be a few live streams going. Let's see, Ramblin' Canuck will have karaoke there. There'll be Jep Nerdy on John DeMarco's channel. Pop Culture has the rumblings from the lab. Who else is streaming, do you know?
Right now, I believe they're still going with the Excalibur thing with Tegan Appion.
Yeah, but there's others that are streaming now too.
I would hope. I think so.
Yeah,
See
so
if I can actually find them.
There's all kinds of people streaming here. And Mikey says, topic times will start after your Waltons reviews on Friday nights, about 9:30. Okay, starting next week. Yeah, Pop will see you in a few minutes. I got to get these kids to bed here. And Melted Copper said, Inspector Gadget, I guess, should get his place in the Saturday cartoon bin, a.k.a. Animated Get Smart. Oh, yeah. Didn't we watch an episode or two of that already, Germ?
Of Inspector Gadget?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Okay. Your picks are interesting to me. The Waltons, who knew they would reappear? Oh, yeah. Have fun, especially with some of the comments we make on that one. You'll have to especially watch the Fawn one, and I cannot remember which one that PvP's comment was in there with Pops with John Sock, Special Sock. The Cam says hi to Pop. He's saying, not a problem, Cam. I hope you have a good night there.
Yeah.
And he says, take care, Cam. So with that, you guys have a good night, and remember to be a gorilla. Oh,
one more thing.
Yeah.
If you do not have access to this movie on your own, I'll tell you right now, Mr. Lundell of Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies will be having a watch party for this very movie next Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So go check out Mr. Lundell.
Are you serious?
Just out here on YouTube.
I did not know. So I'll have to go talk to him. Yeah, because he... Oh, Enemy Mine. I thought you were talking about the one we're doing next week.
Oh, no.
Yeah, So with that, and thank you, brother. He said, good night, Mikey. Sorry your internet is running jokes of sorts. He says, no worry. And I don't know, Mr. Londell, I get along with him all right. But
Yeah,
you
Lindell's
guys
good.
have a good night. And remember,